Here's what you need to know about the latest twist in U.S. support for Ukraine. Former President Donald Trump has privately told his advisors he'd consider restricting or even halting U.S. weapons shipments to Ukraine if he wins the 2024 presidential election. This is a major potential shift. Since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, the U.S. has been the biggest supplier of military aid, sending everything from tanks and artillery to advanced air defense systems and, most recently, long-range ATACMS missiles. Trump's skepticism about the scale and cost of this support isn't new. He's argued that U.S. aid could escalate the conflict with Russia and stretch American resources thin. In private, he's suggested using the threat of cutting off aid as leverage to push both sides, Ukraine and Russia, toward peace talks. But so far, he hasn't laid out a detailed public plan for Ukraine if he returns to the White House. Inside Trump's camp, advisors are split. Some want a more transactional approach, maybe tying U.S. support to progress in peace negotiations. Others warn that pulling back too quickly could embolden Russia and shake NATO unity. Ukrainian officials are worried. They say U.S. military support is critical for their defense, and President Volodymyr Zelensky has called for continued Western backing, warning that any reduction could tip the war in Russia's favor. European allies are watching closely too, anxious that a Trump victory would mean they'd need to step up their own support. This debate is front and center in the 2024 U.S. presidential race, dividing not just the candidates but also members of Congress. Some Republicans echo Trump's doubts, while others back ongoing assistance. Bottom line, Trump is seriously considering restricting U.S. weapons shipments to Ukraine if re-elected, raising big questions about the future of Western support in the war against Russia. The world is watching and waiting.